So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back today with FC 24. That's right, folks. How dare I say that name and play it at the same time. But today, folks, we're looking at mods, right? Mods. So this mod that I'm going to show you is massive. Actually, there's two mods. I'm going to leave all the links in the description. Go check them out. I always love to praise modders. As you guys know, I've been playing modded PES for years and years and years, and we're still doing it now. So anytime if someone gets in contact with me and I want to showcase a mod or anything, fantastic. I'll do my best to try and get your eyes or people's eyes on it, because it takes people a stupid amount of time, obviously, to do this. So what we're going to do in this today, folks, there will be timestamps if you need them. I'm going to show you original gameplay. Okay, default sliders, normal, on legendary, very, very quickly, like 2 minutes worth, right? After that, I'm going to show you modded gameplay. Now, the dribbling is still, we'll go for this, Man United, Chelsea's fine. The dribbling is still a bit of a meh to me. It, you know, FC 20, you know how I feel about the game. And honestly, it is the dribbling. The problem I have with this game, and I don't know if you guys look at it the same way, the players don't feel like they're actually planting the feet. You know, they're all just kind of, it's like they are on an ice ring. And if EA could somehow fix that, the foot planting, the way the players actually turn, instead of turning so fast that they're on like a, a merry-go-round, you know, they're just sitting one of them and just going round and round and round. That is my biggest problem with this game. It doesn't feel grounded. Now, there are elements that look nice and play well. Just fix that one thing, EA, and maybe I could have a decent career mode. Anyway, look, this is all the settings. As I said, there's time stumps. Check them out if you want. But we're basically playing on turning all this stuff off. We've gone full manual, which generally it's better to play on manual if you want to on the mod, because it's just more realistic. I'm not going to get a lot of the ball anyway, because I can't defend on this game at all. So yes, those are all the settings. Check them out, pause them if you would like. I've turned off all this extra dribbling nonsense. We don't need that. We don't need more conflictuation. Yes, I did make that up. So 5 minutes, legendary, turned off competitor mode, turned off player-based difficulty. We will play at Old Trafford at 3 o'clock. We'll keep the same settings because we're also using eSims mod. Link for his will be in the description as well. Where basically, if you guys saw my sort of West Ham playthrough, I had all the real camera angles. So I will show you a match afterwards with that. And then we're playing on broadcast, 10 and 10. It's all standard stuff, just to show you I'm not changing anything, and it's all just normal. And then when it comes to the sliders, there it is. All 50, haven't touched them. And that's why the gameplay is going to look hilarious when we get into it. And then, yeah, we're playing on 60 FPS and all that. Right, so let's get into the action. I will see you guys there. There's nothing else to really do. I'm not worried about the team that I'm using, so I'm just going to crack on with this. All right, folks, I don't know what happened there. The game went mental. But, right, so this is default gameplay, right? I have got the arrow under the players, by the way, just because we are on the manual. So, you know, I've got to make sure my passes go where I ask them. But just basically check out the gameplay, right? Check out the way the players dribble. Check out everything about the game. The camera angles as well, maybe. And, you know, as I say, it's this part here that it just looks horrendous. I don't know what these players do with the ball. I don't think they know half the time. Oh, careful. We're playing Casemiro, by the way, as a centre-back, because this is based off of last season, apparently. But yeah, you can just get a feel for it, right? This is how the game looks. This is how the game is. I've got no radar on, so I've no idea where my players are. Probably should turn that on. Oh, you know why? Because I was playing on ultra wide. But anyway, so there's a look at it. Default. Let's get some players coming to me. Obviously, we've got the likes of Wan-Bissaka in the team because he's no longer there. There's Mudryk. But yeah, we'll just do a couple of seconds of this, then we're going to transition into the modded gameplay to show you the difference. But if I don't show you it, you ain't going to know. So anyway, here is Mudryk. He had a ridiculous game against Wolves, didn't he? He slagged them off, and then he scored a hat-trick. I bet they felt good about that. Anyway, here's Alejandro Garnacho. Now we're going to go for the overlap. There it is. Let's see if we can get an actual a chance on goal here. Fires it in. Oh, it's not a bad little ball. Come on, have a shot. But yeah, look at the collisions. Horrendous. Bruno! Oh, come on. Oh, Anthony. Yep, that's an Anthony finish. 100%. I think we'll end it there. All right, anyway, there's a little snippet of unmodded default gameplay and Anthony being Anthony. So let's dive into some modded gameplay, but before we do that, I'm going to show you me setting it up. Here we go. Alright folks, so this is what we're looking at, okay? Just to let you know, right? Anth James FC24 Gameplay Lab, and you know, this is what he's basically offering. As I said, links will be in the description. Go check it out if this does interest you and you want more of a realism approach to playing FC24. He's going to be doing exactly the same with FC25. Those are the packages, etc. Remember, folks, life is not cheap, right? And if you're going to spend hours upon hours upon hours on doing something, you're going to have to charge something. So whether you want to pay or not, up to you. But, you know, give something back for the amount of work that these folks put in. So that's basically it, right? It's got a lot of different things you can do there. And also, we're going to be adding into the mix eSIMs mod. Basically, what he does is all this type of stuff here, like high LEDs, cameras, goal nets, no crowds, indicators, boots and gloves, and all that stuff if you want more authentic cameras, etc. So those are the mods. Now, what we're going to do is this. So this is FIFA mod manager, right? And these are the different things I've added. So as you can see down here, I've added the likes of the whether that works, I don't know, PC performance, and then the database, turfs, penalty cam, arrow indicators are on there. As well as some color grading. If you want to turn it on and off, it's up to you. Grippier socks, goal nets, broadcast camera, which is what we're using, and then got the boots and the gloves, right? And then after that, this is the actual gameplay mod. So this is all eSIM, as you can see, because it says eSIM. And then these are all Anth James's options. And the crazy thing is, folks, is because I have to show you this, is if you go to like import mods, right? These are all the mods that he's basically gone in and done so much work. It's insane. So you've got, if you want default nets, right? Dribble bounce reduction. If you want to do that, there's an option for that you can add. Heavy switch option. You've got more physicality as well. There's sprinting, there's trajectory options, trap options. As well as that, there's all these other ones. You've got goalkeeping. If you want weaker goalies, there's an option for that as well. If you want different kind of ball physics, you've got all these. The amount of combinations you can do is mind-boggling. That's why when I was going through here, I was a little bit scared, but you can make it a little bit faster if you want. There's some test options here just to test it works. You get a massive ball, massive beach ball. So I did make sure it was working. So anyway, you've got all these options that you can go through and basically add, which is what we've done. This is the combination we're going to try right here. This is his general one. I will show you afterwards probably like a slow one and maybe a fast, because it isn't that fast. But basically, this is what we're using for this test. All right? So I'll see you in the game, and you'll see the difference. So without further ado, I'll see you in a sec. All right, folks, so we're back on the game. Once again, Man United, Chelsea, okay? Modded. So I'm going to show you, we're playing on exactly the same settings that we just played on, right? All these are the same, and then you've got the legendary and the broadcast, and there is no changes in sliders. They are all set on 50. So let's see how it works. So let's dive into this. We're going to play the match, and hopefully it works. All right, folks, so modded gameplay. So it's not going to look drastically different in all aspects, but one thing it's certainly going to look different is, well, the camera angle, as you can see, is going to zoom out more. And basically, things have been slowed down a lot more. And we're playing this on the settings I showed you. There's an even slower one if you really want that. That's a nice little pass. Go on in, Anna. That should be yours all day, son. Don't know what you're doing there, but that's whatever works for you. When I do get possession, I'll show you the dribbling has definitely been toned down. There is Wan-Bissaka. That's from behind. We'll take the foul. Well, we'll keep the ball then. Right, let's... Just give me the ball. Right, yellow card. Yes, you felt unbelievable. What? You try and show something, and all that happens is the game ends up being a disaster. Madness. Right. Showcasing some fouls. I think we have an injury one on too. I'm not sure. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka's not having any of that. So Ten Hag says, go on, Johnny, get on there and do what you need to do. We're going to put Martinez as a left back. So anyway, right, so Martinez here. As you can see, this is me now dribbling basically as fast as I possibly can. And I actually quite like it. It looks way better than what we had. Now, if you do use L1, you're still going to do this. The ball's still going to go through the player's feet because EA don't know how to program a game properly. But yeah, definitely, when it comes to the way that players dribble now, which is my biggest problem with this game, it looks a lot better. So we're going to float this one out wide, and Garnacho's not going to get there. But I also want to show you guys a West Ham match, because the West Ham camera looks fantastic. Remember, the cameras are all for the eSIM mod, and any gameplay-related stuff is for Ant James's mod that you're going to get. So yeah, we're just going to sit back here, see what Chelsea do, and it's all about holding the shape. Get a foot in, Amrabat. God, I can't defend. I can't defend. I know I should go on legacy defending because I'd probably do better. I just never bother. Right, watch this. He's offside anyway. Anthony was miles away. And as you can see, Chelsea are playing quite a high line. Now, you can go in there and adjust the mods that way as well. If you want to play a deeper line, if you want to play on world class with, you know, a harder difficulty, then you can. I think we're playing with the narrow thing here. So you can see it's a little bit narrower than possibly normal. And once again, you can change that as well. There are so many things you can do in this mod. I was just baffled when I initially saw it. But yeah, once you start playing around with it, I can't make a challenge here. Once you start playing around with it and get a feel for it, this is definitely for those folks that want more of a sim type experience than, you know, arcade, because that's what you're going to get. Anyway, we're 20 minutes in. So I'm going to show you a few other ones as well. We'll play on an even slower mod, in case you guys are wondering. And maybe try and open it up a little bit more. All right, here's Casemiro now. He's going for a run. Give that into Anthony's feet. Tried to flick it off. Didn't work. Here's Cucurella with the big bush. Well, that's a poor pass. You can see Chelsea as well making a lot more mistakes on the ball. Right, let's see what kind of ball we have in here. Is anyone in there? They are. Garnacho's not back post, though. Comes back to Martinez. Looks for Garnacho. He can find him. Man, I've just completely run into him like a plonker. There's Mudiek. Mudiek, what a game he had, eh? Against Wolves. Slagged them off online and then went and scored a hat-trick against them and said, take that. Ridiculous. But yeah, when you're defending, you kind of have to be very obviously mindful about the rest of the team, because that's generally how defending works. But I'm just trying to hold the line here, because otherwise that will happen. Amrabat, what are you playing at? Who's that? Gianfranco Zola? What a legend. What a legend he was. Anyway, folks, that's a little bit of the modded gameplay there. Let's go ahead, and as you can see, I can't get the ball because I'm just dreadful at defending. Good save from Unana there. I'm going to go and tweak the gameplay a little bit more. So I'll show you what we're going to be playing on next. And let's do a match against West Ham, because I do quite like their camera angle. All right, I'll see you in a sec. All right, folks. So these are the ones we're using this time, right? All right, we're checking out some different ones. So we're actually going to try the fast one out. As I said, it's not going to be that fast. Don't worry. Also, positioning alternate, ball side, plus space, plus defensive line drop. And then that says easier option. I don't know what that means. We'll try it. Increased ball freedom, which what we had. Physicality option, we've added a different one this time. Attacking adjustment 5 and attacking reaction options faster. Now, in case you're wondering, what on earth does all this mean? Well, once again, the amount of, it's just the time and effort that I praise you guys for putting in. That's why please don't come in here and slag the game off. FC 24 is what it is, right? I don't think the gameplay is really great at all. This makes it bearable. It's purely down to the dribbling if they fix that. But like the amount, I said, the amount of effort is just unbelievable. So if you want to see what does what, basically, right, you just go through, and when you pick the options, every single one of these is going to contain a README file. And within that README file, it tells you what it does. All right, so this one would, to takes what it is in V22 a step further, making it much more difficult to mindlessly second press and try to take the ball. So there are so many different options that you can do, like slower jockey. What does that do? Well, what do you think it does? Use this option if you want to slow down the jockey speed. I might even use that one time because I do think the jockeying is ridiculously fast sometimes. But yeah, there is literally every single option in here tells you what it does, so you can kind of find a combination that works for you and mix and match, right? This is use this if you want to have a passing error system based on context, body positioning, pressure, and stats. This is a really nice subtle option that makes you think more about who the ball's going to, etc. So anyway, I just wanted to showcase that in case you're wondering, well, what on earth do these things mean? They are there. So I will see you in the game. Yeah, I'll see you in the game. But we'll do a West Ham match so you can see the camera because it kind of looks cool. All right, folks, so West Ham, Manchester United. This is what we're going to be doing, right? We'll pick Man United, as you love to do. Just give them the white kit, even though that's kind of clashy with the maroony. Once again, same settings. We haven't touched anything, folks. We're still playing on the broadcast camera, default sliders. Haven't touched any of it, all right? So anyway, let's dive into this. I'm going to show you how this plays out. And, you know, as I mentioned, the level of complexity and options you have in this mod is mental. So you can do what you want to do. Mix and match, try different things. So here is the West Ham camera. As you know, at the London Stadium, it's a lot closer to the action than other stadiums. And that's the kind of cool thing about eSim's mod. We'll give him some props as well, of course, because he's done a lot of work. Would you stop lagging, please? So yeah, you can have some really cool matches with regards to like the cameras and how things work. We're still playing Casemiro as a centre back. But all right, let's launch this from Unana. It's a searcher. What about that for a ball? I tell you what, it's different class. Garnacho looking to cut inside. He's done well there. And that's see, loose pass. You can't do it, lads. But no, I really like the atmosphere. Love the camera. Looks beautiful. So here is Mavropanos with some time to bring this forward. So yeah, I know people are going to say, well, the dribbling looks the same and all that. I mean, it's not exactly the same, folks, but unfortunately, it's just the engine. It really is. There's nothing you can do to address that. But, you know, having the other options of, you know, adding more physicality, a little bit more freedom. I can't pass to save me life, as you can see. A real challenge. If you want a real challenge, this is your option. I probably should just put passing on semi, so I actually do a move instead of embarrassing myself. Here comes, who's that, Kudos? It's a nice little pass there. Antonio, this is where you're just trying to hold him up here. They are going to have a shot. Well done, Unana. Comfortable claim. Right, let's get this out wide here. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Unana. There is a lot of space out wide for Dalot. Inside. I actually quite like this one. See, this is on fast. Does it look that fast to you? No, it doesn't. Once again, you're going to try and dribble as fast as you can with the players. Look how much better it looks. I mean, honestly, EA, use this as a foundation and just fix your flipping dribbling. I don't know where that's going. That is an absolute shocker. Come on, Amrabat, get there. Well done, mate. All the way back to the goalie here. Nana trying to find... well, Bowen's taken that in his stride. Martinez completely missed it. Slid through and a great block from Casemiro. So yeah, this looks a little bit more open, I think, from the last one, because the last one we were using like narrow, so everything was a little bit more tight. This is open to filled up a little bit more. And I like these cameras too, because, you know, yeah, they're very difficult to play on. I'm not going to lie. It's good timing, wasn't it? Just having a look at the crowd as well looks quite nice. Souček. Yeah, he probably would score a header. Lovely ball in. Look at that. Smart play. No, I mean, Man United's marking. Very realistic. It's like watching him against Brighton. Embarrassing, lads. Oh dear, oh dear. So anyway, let's try and do something here. Garnacho gets a little bit fortunate. You can see the dribbling there, a little bit all over the place. Oh, here we go, lagging again. Don't know why it does this. If I could fix this problem, it'll be great. But we're playing quite a high line here, and the problem is also Casemiro, who is severely slow. He's not going to do a whole lot for you. But anyway, folks, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to showcase the mod itself. I haven't, you know, as I said, don't judge my playing ability because it's been pants. I'm just trying to play and talk at the same time, which honestly just makes me play even worse, as you can tell. But I just wanted to showcase it. I said if you want to go support them, 100% go for it. And it definitely, I definitely will admit it plays better than the default gameplay. It does. It does. Just having it a slower paced, all those options, you know, you can mix and match, see what works for you. And yeah, you can change things as well. Like in the middle of a season, so you're doing career mode. You know, you've got that option as well. Who's that to? No one. Ref, come on! What's he going to whip at? Yellow? This is quite cool though, isn't it? The old referee cam. Anthony Mateos dos Santos into the book. Yeah, we don't need that many players around. What happened here? Oh, that was just me just doing the jig, as they call it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know your thoughts below. And yeah, we will be back next week, folks, or this week, some point. We are going to get Master League going. And yeah, great save from Banana there. They're all over us. I can't get the ball out. I would generally play this on semi-assisted. Don't play on manual because you'll just look worse than this. No, you'll probably look better than this. But yeah, we'll be back with Master League, folks. Don't worry, that's not going anywhere. Once the update for Football Life comes out, which I believe, well, apparently headers are OP. 2 headers? Well, it's realistic, to be fair, because Man United's set-piece defending is not very good, is it? But anyway, Football Life, when that's been sorted and addressed, I believe middle of September, that's when we are going to dive into a brand new season, and then it'll be good stuff. And we'll just keep doing what we do. All right, sounds good. But until next time, let me know your thoughts, and take care. Don't judge the gameplay of me playing.